All right, guys, let's talk about corporations. Yes, they're free. They always have been. I don't get this. Half of you spend thousands of dollars for a piece of paper. You hire that attorney, that CPA, that corporating service, and you didn't learn diddly squat. Well, it's true. Corporations are free. I found that out when I was 9.5 years old. It cost me $10. That same corp today is $30 filing fee. That's it, they're free. So if you want one, let me know. I'm giving them out for everybody in the world for 49 years. A lot of people are like, I don't like the fact that I give them for free. They don't like the fact that they sell them for $5,000. There's magic to the dust. No, real. It's crazy. All right, I'm Godfather of Credit, Ray Reynolds. All I can tell you is I can rebuild everybody to millionaire status. I can give you $12 million of credit, $62 million if you like. You see, the reality is you've been doing it wrong anyway. This is my opinion. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I think today. So don't take it personally, please. It's live. I'm live 6 days a week, by the way. Monday through Saturday, all the time. A lot of free stuff, too. You might want to show up and we can listen and learn. Turn these up a little bit. Get that tab and pen ready to go. And understand something, no pictures are recorded in the beginning because you're wasting your time. Only takes pictures of the things that matter the most. Come on, it's ridiculous. Can you imagine years ago, I'm kicking the door jamb at 10 years old. Kicking the hell out of the door jamb. Okay? I kicked the basketball hoop when I was 14 at Tewico Junior High. The Register newspaper took a picture of white boys can jump. Every time I turn around, some ding-dong saying white man can't jump. Are you kidding me? I was kicking the damn basketball hoop as a kid. Damn, why not? There's me in 1981. That's only 13 feet off the air. Highest kick, fastest kid at the time. Now, I like goodies. You don't like goodies? We're going to talk about goodies today. Lamborghinis and Ferraris and mansions. Why not? I didn't have it as a kid, so when I grew up, I had to go get it. But I got it when I was actually 16. Isn't that fun? Would you like a mansion? Would you like some goodies? Let me know. I'll teach you how to go get it. Now, my first series that I put out there in the whole world to see, and I basically came up with this little black cassette and all this good stuff. I call it winning the game of business. That's what I did. See, I brought in my first million through the corporate structure. All right, that's what I did. I invented something called Car Finder and other things as well. I'm making money, having fun. I called it a game. It's kind of like chess and checkers too. Winning the game of business. You know, I was building my mansion, my first one in Elligale, California in 1976. Do you realize I was only 16 years old? I don't understand. What the hell's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I don't get it. All right, I'm the incorporator for rich and famous people. Hell, I got presidents on the wall as well of the United States of America. We get to play. Let's play my way for a while. I think your way sucks. Sorry. Let's understand. Today, let's pretend, or maybe real, you lost your job. Oh, shit. Okay, next week, you don't have a new job. Oh, shit. And then the year, yeah, oh, shit, more. Do you realize we all have oh, shit days? See, this is the problem most people, most of you. Half of you are friggin' lazy, just lazy to the core. You just don't want everything to work. You just want it all for free. The other half have to be a little crazy and go get it. But then who's going to help you go get it? All this BS out there in social media is ridiculous. All I know is to build the foundation. I can get anybody a 750 score. You know that? It's easy. Since I helped set up the system in the first place, why not? So all of a sudden we're running out of time. Time, money, all right, and credit. Write it down. Time, money, and credit. Write it down. Time, money, and credit. You see what happens today? If you have shitty credit, you've had it for 3 years plus. Why? Because you don't know what the hell you're doing. It's a bunch of amateur hours. Here's a file, and I take them in 90 days, 150 points. 163 actually on this one. I can get everybody 150 points in 90 days or less. Here's another one, 155 points. Here's another one, 200 points. Oh, goody, here's the graft. You see, we have to have foundation. Foundation's the key. This graft is on your dashboards of the credit bureaus, okay? That's the heartbeat of your credit. You're the one making it going up and down, up and down, up and down. It's your own damn fault. Sorry. You actually did the wrong thing when you thought you did the right thing. What does this mean? Number one, It takes 8 months to screw up everything. That's what it takes. So we have an oh shit day, week, month, or year. The reality is, guess what? You took it longer because you jacked up the wrong card and you got stuck. You couldn't get any more. There's the problem with you. So let's go back in time, all right, to 1987, when I set up the dashboard for creating credit files under tax IDs. It was easy. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough, TRW and Aspirian. You see your credit cards you got today? Oh, goody! You jacked them up. You dropped your score. You got stuck. You couldn't get any more. You need a sticky. That's what you need. See, the problem is you think that $10,000 credit card's worth $10,000. It's not. It's $10,000. Oh, goody! The moment you spend more than $2,900, you drop your score. You got stuck, and you backed yourself in a corner. It's time that you men man up. Ladies, woman up. This is 50,000. This is a 10. Which one do you want? Do I want 10 of these? No, versus just one of these. See, the problem is understanding how credit actually works. No one wanted to teach you in the first place. I've been trying to teach you for almost 50 years. So understand, we put a sticky in the back of the card. $2,900 is all we can use. Monitor that. If you go past $2,900, your score drops. And you get stuck, can't get any more. Then you're going to have an excuse. Well, Ray, I had a shitty day. I need money. Knock it off. These don't fluctuate. All cards fluctuate, but these two. I got them to basically do a PO time, paid over time limit, 18 years ago. So there's a POT up to $100,000 and up to $1 million on the card. And you never have to bring the pain home in the first place. You have shitty credit because you jacked up the wrong damn card. Jump up and kick yourself in the ass. You did it to yourself. The reality is that's just the problem with you. You see, you've been listening to your friends and family and all their opinions. Put them in line. Put them on check. Put them on stage with me. I'll whip them in shape real good. I got an IQ of 203 when I was 14. I write with both hands and talk at the same time too. And I got total recall on most things. I used to piss people off all the time. Didn't want to, just realized they were stupid. What can I say? I don't like stupid. But people fall stupid all the time. What are we going to do? Well, number one, you take your credit you have today and you lose your job right away today. You increase the damn limits. That's the first thing you got to do. You increase the limits. We got to get prepared for oh shit. See, you never planned the problem. That's why you backed yourself in a corner. You didn't plan the problem. You basically let life control you versus you controlling life. If you analyze your credit, which I do for people all the time, over 50 million people, the next thing we're going to look at is the $100,000 mark. You see, you as a consumer, husband and wives, you need separate credit files because you have that. Each of you need $100,000 each, by the way. You need 8 to 10 cards at $10,000 each. That's what you need. It's just a reality of life. If you use 29%, that's $29,000, which is the average person in debt, by the way. That leaves you $71,000 of oh shit line of credit. In other words, $71,000 of safety. You plan the problem. You see, bad days don't last forever. You made them last longer because you used the wrong card. That's on you. Now we got to cut all the crap out. You know the crap you waste money every day? I ask crowds all the time, do you waste $50 every other day? Well, I do 100. Stop. They're bragging about money they piss away, and the day they need it, it's all gone, all away. Let's understand something. If the average person's wasting $50 every other day, that's $700 a month. You could actually refinance your business into a millionaire structure within 6 months or less, if you'd pay attention. Now let's go to the corporation board. Let's go, come on, let's go here. You ready? You got your tablet ready? Mark, you got your tablet ready? John, Joanne, Carrie, Lucy, you got it ready? We'll find out. Here's your problem, you. Here's your biggest problem. Why don't you just put a bullseye on you and go, I'm gonna be stupid. Sorry. You see, that's what people do all the time. I hope you're drawing what I'm drawing. You had the chance to have the line of defense for you 3 times. You get 3 chances to try. And instead of you taking your 3 chances, you screw up becoming number 1. Doesn't that suck? Now the next thing we go over here and we're going to look at a corporation. I got an LLC, Ray. Oh, goody for you. I got an LLP, goody. I got a C Corp, I got an S Corp, goody. I got a nonprofit. Maybe I got a PC, professional corp. All I care is you got a damn corp. See, in the beginning, it made you need damn money, so who cares what type you have? Oh, I want Nevada, stop it. I want Wyoming, stop it. Delaware, all this stupid out there. 2009, I am the largest registered agent in the world. I've sold 10 times more Nevada Corps than anybody on this planet to this day. That's why they call me the Godfather of Credit too. Wow. You don't need Nevada, Wyoming, or Delaware until you're in the profit zone. Do not circumvent your state. They'll get pissed off at you. Now, we're going to talk about division process. We're going to talk about credit. Here's 12 million of credit out of 62 we play with all the time. No problem. Here's another stack over here. Wow, let's get a bunch of these. Woo! Let's pull a pocket out of this pocket. Let's get some more too. You see, I've been doing this shit since I was a kid. Since I was 9.5 years old, getting credit in the mail, I wanted to play. I wanted to win the game. Now let's understand. This is checkbook money. Write down checkbook money. These are $150,000 at Wells Fargo tied to a checkbook and a debit card. Checkbook money. Write it down. These are American Express Gold and Platinum. They do not fluctuate at all. Never fluctuate. I can max up the suckers up to $1 million. They have a POT time limit as well. I don't drop my score and act silly and stupid like most people do, because that's what most of you did. Okay. Now, we're going to understand the word daisy chaining. Okay? American Express is going to offer you 99 more cards. 99! That's $100 million if you actually add it all up, if you knew what the hell you're doing in the first place. But we'll find this out. Okay, so what do we do? All right. So here we're going to go back to the board. We have a corporation. It's going to be a management company. Write down management. We're going to have divisions. Please write down divisions. Okay, this is the key thing of actually receiving the American dream and never bringing the pain home in the first place. Unfortunately, this is 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Now, when I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years every Wednesday night, that was me. Second largest advertiser in California, that was me. Being at the Ontario Marriott, okay, Hilton, and Long Beach Marriott as well, in Orange County. I'm doing 5 events a week, having fun. 32 years, having fun, making millions and millions and millions and billions of dollars, okay? So what do we get to do? Here's our problem. You're the problem. Your lack of knowledge is your stupidity. You're not stupid, but you follow stupid. In my opinion, don't take it personally. The banks are shutting down another 15,000 locations they announced it last week. They're going to bankrupt a location. That means a branch number owned by the parent company, which is their corporate office. They bankrupt a 100-year lease they actually signed, take the assets and the money, and walk away and write off their taxes. Which you could have did the same thing over here. Instead, you wanted to be you. Isn't that fun? I think being you sometimes suck. What can I say? So what do? Let's pretend you're an expert in real estate. Good luck on that, okay? I've watched some of your rich and famous people on social media. They've all filed bankruptcy or something or got their assets kicked. Until they learned to have multiple corporations, they realized they were what? All right, bottom line, ducks and sheep. Let's pretend you have 9 houses. What does that do? That's 18 liabilities. 9 loans at the bank and 9 people who could be shitheads that can slip, fall, and sue you and screw you up. And also, they don't pay the rent. Now you're kind of screwed up in that too. But if you listen very carefully, I had a problem in 1984. In 1984, I received this letter in the mail, and it says I have to pay a franchise tax fee for every corporation I have for $800 to $1,000. Well, that sucks. I own all these Shakey's and 31 flavors and donut stores and shopping centers and condos and Subways and all kinds of stuff and shaky pizzas. What the blank? See, that'd be $1 million too. That kind of sucks. So I asked a question to Sacramento, California. Could I create an entity under a corporation that would not have to pay a franchise tax fee? They came back and said, okay, you can create a form or modify one, and we'll see if we approve it for you. So let's write it down, 1985 and 1986, I created the division process. See, your problem is, realize one thing. When I worked for Steve Jobs, he said I was the greatest lateral thinker he ever met in his life. I find solutions for every damn problem I've ever had, don't you? Or do you ask a bunch of silly, silly people? The greatest lateral thinker I ever met for him, God rest his soul. But Steve was Steve. Didn't wear deodorant, wore sweaters a lot. You always want to stand over here, over there, okay. No problem. What do we get to do? See, if we have a corporation, it's a legal person. I'll show you that in chapter 18. I'm not here to be an attorney. But if we get $100,000 of credit, which these are each $100,000 paid over times, or we get so much called checkbook money, or any other type of credit they go get, we can actually daisy chain it. What does that mean? Every card you get can get an additional card. So let's pretend you're going to turn these up today and listen to me. And I'm going to get you $100,000 of credit, okay? Let's say I get $100,000 of credit to this corporation. No problem. If I daisy chain it, I can get a card for each division, each entity. I am creating the line of defense. The line of, write it down, please. See, half of you are sitting on your ass, that's doing not a damn thing, just watching me. You'll never make it. You see, your problem is the ones that's actually working it and writing it down on the tablet again and again, you'll make it. God made us so that our hands and our fingers, okay, and our ears and our eyes become one because we're making it work. You see, your brain can record if you wrote it down. Right now, half of you are going, you're not going to make it. You're wasting your friggin' time. Because you don't have the guts to do what you're told to do. Because you know everything. Good luck for that. If we take $100,000 of credit times 9, now I got $1 million. Now that's only one card out of the 10 I like. If we do it my way in 36 months, we'd have $10 million of credit. See, if you built your foundation, you never steal from your family. Unfortunately, most of you steal from your family. I've always done one type of business. Auto income. I don't want to own the business. I don't want to run the business. I don't want to do anything. I want to be the bank. I want to be the bank. I want to be the bank. The bank always wins. That's how it works. Okay. See, today, when you drive down that busy street and you see the Wendy's restaurant on the right-hand side, and then you see the Jack in the Box across the street, look in the mirror, in the visor in front of you, and say, why the hell don't I own those? I don't know. Why don't you? I bought my first Jack in the Box when I was 19. Storage unit, laundromats, car washes. I wrote books on all these for the last 30, 40 years. I like an auto business. I just want to own a piece. That's all. I want to be the bank. They're run by third-party management. Why would I ever want to run a business? Why? See, half of you are not even good enough to be entrepreneurs. You suck. I want to be an entrepreneur. Good for you. An entrepreneur. Hell, that sounds great. Oh, goody. Yeah, right. Good luck in that. Problem is, it's not easy. You're going to have to basically eat dirt. Crawl, swim, crawl, crawl, crawl. Get your assets kicked, get up again. That's an entrepreneur, by the way. Everybody's going to treat you like you know what. And you got to fight through the pain. And you don't know who to trust. Who's going to rip you off next? Enjoy that. Oh, that's some of your friends and family, huh? Okay. Well, what I did years ago, my first marriage, okay, my ex-father-in-law was Dr. Robert Soltis, LA School Board. No problem. Hey, Bob, you want to do something with me? Yeah, Ray, why not? The man's watching me drive $1 million cars, living in $1 million mansions, all kinds of stuff. Why not? Hell yeah. So we partnered up and we bought a storage unit together. Said, I don't want to run it. I like businesses that are what I call dummy proof. Because sometimes I think we all like dummies. We act like dummies all the time. Now, he got $17,350 in his his share. I got that per month as well. So we both got per share per month, okay? And that's good. So now the corporation absorbs the money, doesn't pay any tax until it makes a profit. If we don't do anything to the company, just let it sit there, it'll all be profits, all taxable. If we create debt, it offsets taxes. So again, now we're starting to make some money. Now the next thing for like you, you're going to listen to all these people on social media going, you need an S Corp, you need an LLC. Shut the door. You don't know what the hell you need. You're going to listen to a bunch of ding-dongs or something? How many CPAs and attorneys have ripped you off and let you down in the first place? Come on. So let's do this. If you're making money here, this is going to become an S Corp. This will be S Corp. This will be S Corp, period. Why? You're allowed to file a joint tax return with the corporation, single filing. I'll set all the tax because the other corp's like a C Corp's double tax. And then you get a paycheck. Then you're going to have these people going, you're going to get paid tax. Well, let's see. My house payment for 24 years, okay, is interest. I don't pay it off till the last 6 years. So if this is the tax I have to pay, and this is my house payment, I'll bet you I could break even. What do you think? You see, if we built the foundation to go get the goodies, we're going to win the war. So I'd like you to think about listening to me for a while. I'm going to tell you you had your chance and you blew it, so you're fired. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you're fired because you basically screwed up. Sorry. My way works. Why? I don't know. I could do things people couldn't do. I don't know why. I didn't realize they couldn't do them. I thought everybody was like me. My wife always reminds me, honey, nobody's like you. Sometimes she gives me a bad time. That's what a wife's supposed to do. It's a mindset. If you touch it, you can kick it. If I could touch it, I could kick it. Damn, that made sense to me. And that's what I did. I like goodies. Then I'd write down, and this I wrote when I was 12 and a half years old, see it, believe it, go get it. Wow! I went and got everything I ever wanted. Don't you have everything you want? I do. I have everything I want, period. If I want it, just I'll go get it. It's easy. Now, my next series was kind of puzzling. I wanted to call it Books for Dummies. See, when I do something new, I feel stupid. I really do. I feel stupid. I have to master it, and I got to go over it again and again and again so I don't feel stupid. But that was already taken, Books for Dummies. So I call it the Millionaire's Founders Kit. 12 books, 12 CDs. Okay? It's called the Blueprint of Success, and that's the goal. So being a puppet master, which I created a club about 40 years ago, is kind of fun. I got basically President Clinton in it. Clinton's in it too. You know, Trump was in it for a while too. All right, when I helped him do some corporations in, actually in the valley, we had this thing called Marine Land. He bought all the land. Oh, well, all right, Fishborn's mama's over there too, and so is Fishborn. So I got all these rich and famous people could play with me in the Puppet Master show. Why not? Dodgers, Lakers, and Clippers too. But the reality is very simple, okay? I don't want them to run a business. I want them to be an investor. You see, today, if we go get this storage unit here, it's $2.9 million right there, okay? Now, based on the $3 million, and I have to put 20% down if that's what I want to do. See, now listen carefully. There's going to be a ding-dong going, well, you can put less than stop. I'm looking at the numbers that make sense to get you $10,000 a month income. So if we look at the numbers, all right, the total $3 million project, and I got to figure out how many people to put into it, and what is basically coming out on a monthly base, we're putting 6 people. So at 20% down, how much do we put down to 6 people? Figure it out, come on. But what do? We take it from a line of credit called checkbook money that I build you. See, you keep taking money from your friends and family or whatever the hell you're doing, it's wrong. So now the goal, listen carefully, the goal is always $5,000 a month to 10. Has to be. Now that's just the first one we play with. The next thing is I wrote books also on car washes. This one's only $500,000, okay? We're only putting 2 here. This one here is another storage unit, $2.1 million, and everyone gets $8,000 a month. Is that okay? It met my requirement, $5,000 plus, okay? Then I go after the next laundromat, that's $1 million, and I'm going to put 4 in here. So based on the 10 projects we find per week, all right, that's our goal, is 10 per week projects. I had a problem back in the 80s. My problem is I didn't have enough people working with myself because I can't clone myself 1,000 times. I took my clients and made them my soldiers. That's what I did. Now, let's see. Here's 2 out of the 21 car collection. Here's 2 buildings out of the 2.2 billion in real estate at the time, just for the hell of it. But that ended up being 1,013 divisions. See, my professor told me, one of them years ago, he says, Ray, you're paranoid. Hell yeah. Someone's always trying to steal my shit. Hey, I was 8.5 years old mowing those yards and selling seasoned clackers and mowing things. I came home to count my money. I got 52 bucks. Wow, yeah, dude. That woman with her red eyes came and grabbed my money. You're paying rent. I dealt with a lot of shitty people as a child. All right, being used and abused sucks. Eating out of a trash can is stupid. It's ridiculous, but I was hungry. So I'm a paranoid person. So every location, every piece has a division. See what I get to do? Bankruptcy, if I looked at it today. You can only bankrupt SSN and SS4. So you like being a duck or a sheep? See, every division or entity can get a tax ID. I can get rid of a piece like the bank does and the grocer in the city does. Wow. You got your camera ready? Here's your biggest problem is you. Take a picture right now. See, here's the thing you got to think about. You've had your whole opportunity in your whole life to literally go get the goodies. And your problem is you never went to go get the goodie. You drove by it every day. I don't know what's wrong with you, but maybe these don't work. So let's focus, let's redo this. 35 to 75 years old right now. Okay, you can actually go get 25% of a Wendy's restaurant, storage unit, laundromat, dry cleaner, all right, apartment complex. Would you like to play? See, you look at, I can't afford $3 million. No, partner up. Now, some of these people out there, especially my old client, okay, he was out there going, blah, 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 I'm rich, look at me, I'm so rich. Oh, look at me. He brags about $6 million he had to divide by 14,000 people. Wow. These got $428. What the, is he bragging about? You see, most of these things out there turn into Ponzi's. And they get on the American Greed show, and my clients, they're actually the voice for that too. So let's play my way. There's your dream, by the way, if you didn't know that. I'd like you to print it in color, laminate it, put it on your refrigerator, your desk at work. Make it your screensaver. See, your whole problem is you did it all wrong, in my opinion. I believe I'm right, and you're wrong. How's that? Because I believe it to be true. Okay. I believe I have to blueprint you. I was lucky I was being used and abused by Carl, the shithead. It was like, oh, let's go find her husband on the weekends. He's sleeping around. He's a dirk. Okay, or Joanne, she's a sweetheart. Nice lady. Did you know she wired Apollo 9, 11, 13? And the only thing she would talk about is the blueprint. So I learned about blueprint when I was 5 and 6 years old. Damn. You know what blueprint does? It builds something. So I'm going to look at you repackaging you my way. We're going to take a blueprint of you. We're going to look at past, present, and future. We're going to look at, did you file bankruptcy? Did you seal it? Did you have a tax lien? Did you ever screw American Express or Chase? I'll need to know that too, because they don't forgive anybody unless you know how to go around it. So the family, you got one of those? Oh, goody. You got a corporation? Do you have 18 divisions? You'll need that. And the next thing is the irrevocable trust. See, we're going to plan to live, then we're going to plan to die. We have no choice. We have to plan to die, because that way our friends and family don't get stuck in a probate. Now write down the word or. Any husband and wife use the word and, that's called stupid. And you're not stupid. Car is a division, house is a trust, and we're going to get auto income and cash flow fee per time. Well, that's what I created in my book 49 years ago. Cash flow fee per time of financial freedom. That's what it said, page 6, paragraph 3. A blueprint call with me is usually $2,000. Today you can get it for $9.99. Isn't that fun? $9.99, it's a Blue Light special. Wow. Now it becomes free if you partner with me. Now again, we're going to be focusing on winning the game of business, a series I wrote 49 years ago. Is that okay? We play my way? All right. So now here's the form that they actually, all right, I looked at back in 84. It said husband, wife, and partner. Chapter 18 was wrong, in my opinion, when I looked at it at the library when I was 7.5 years old. It was wrong. I told the librarian, and she said, I don't know. Anyway, what's going to happen is your corporation is going to have a division called 4A. Write it down. This is your assignment. You're going to do what I tell you to do. I'm going to make you a corporate millionaire. That's right, if you just do what you're told. Is that okay? And the next thing is one of my corporations is going to be number 4A, or 4. Then I'm going to have a B and a C. See, what we're going to do is you're going to get the entitlement of ownership, like a deed of trust, own a piece of something. And money that I help you build or the credit, I don't want any of the money or the credit, all right, that goes into escrow. You're going to give it to escrow. You're going to be part of the escrow. No one can screw you over again like they've done in the past, most of you. I've been doing this since 1987. I make millionaires and billionaires. It's kind of fun. So again, here you have literally 12 months with me. You're stuck with me for a year. All right, every 3 weeks we're on calls. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to help you make your list. You're going to check it twice. And we know you've been naughty and nice. Now, I'd like to get you $200,000 of credit, 25 subdivisions, a blueprint call. I'd like to get you 12 months with me. That's usually $45,000, okay? There you go, 45, 60,000. You know, I sold it for 100 grand, 2009. People paid it all the time. All right. Now, today is 20,000 if you paid in full. Simple. You get all those goodies. Now, let's say you want to win the game of business. You don't want to spend the 20,000. You don't have it yet or whatever reason you got. I just did a 3-day event about a week and a half ago. And you're going to get the 3-day event on a video. It's basically the summit. And you get to watch 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It goes with that bonus if you paid the 20,000. Let's say today you want to get your feet wet just a little bit. It's 10 grand. Okay? You don't get the bonuses, but you do get the 3-day summit to watch online as well. Now, first time ever offered, my son came with this idea because Saturday was his birthday. He turned 12. All right, and when he comes on the weekends, all right, since he's a little kid, say he's going to be vice president of the company, he is. You see, I incorporated my children the year they were born. My son turned 12. He maintains an 820 credit score. Here's his credit cheese checks from his credit cards. Oh, here's my daughter. She just turned 18. My youngest daughter, that is. Kind of fun. So if we learn to play the game, we can win. I have 6 beautiful kids, 5 daughters, and a beautiful boy. And I make sure they understand how daddy plays. Because when I die, they don't get nothing. They don't get nothing. Isn't that terrible? They're already officers of corporations. See, they don't have to pay any tax because nothing's going to be sold or transferred. When you sell and transfer things and you get stuck into probate, that's called stupid. And you're not stupid. First time ever offered. Okay, let's understand. If you want to play with me in partnership, I'm going to offer it today. See what happens on this. You can do 3 months at $2,500. 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. I only have 12 openings anyway. See, I can only do 3 calls a day, Monday through Thursday, because I broadcast 6 days a week anyway. So the reality is I only have 12 openings until I'm full. That's it. So again, it's an offer today. It's going on the webinar. It's a webinar offer. That means a now. If you don't do it now, go away. Simple. You don't get it. So from here, there's 1,000 steps to learn how to get to the millionaire status. 1,000 steps. All right, they're in the Millionaire's Founders Kit. Once again, I sold at the Bonaventure for 32 years every Wednesday night, being the 2nd largest advertiser in California. Very simple for $5,000 a set. Okay, I'm more verifiable than Donald Duck. There I am in a coma. There's my old shit day. Could you imagine? 3.7 billion of structure, and I still get to go in a coma and die and come back and help you. Well, that kind of sucks. Nobody should die when they're worth billions, are they? But it's not me, it's the corporation. So I had an oh shit day. See, we took out one of my yachts the night before on July 4th to watch the fireworks. And that was fun. We had a good time. Someone had a virus, and the next day I'm there in a coma. Kind of sucks. Ruined my whole day. My wife calls Ron, my district manager at the office, says, Ray's going to die. He said, come help me, please. He drives U-Haul truck to the office and steals my books and CDs. My IT manager, Tom, he sells my websites and phone numbers to a porn site because I got 50 million people in my database. So they're the highest bidder. Don't call the phone number and the CD to this day, please. What do we do? The blueprint of success. So if you want, for instance, those 18 books and CDs that we covered at the summit, it's simple. You can have all those and the 3-day recording for $1,000. That's right. I'm going to give you the books and CDs and the 3-day summit that people paid $5,000 plus for $9.99. It's right there. But again, it's a Zelle. Take a picture of Zelle. I want you to understand Zelle. Why I like Zelle? Because you don't have to pay the 5% to the bank. If you want, you can call the office right now, 800-254-9506, and they'll charge you 5% more if you use a credit card. No problem. As long as you understand that. They'll tell you that up front. So if you ever need my private email address, it's right there to help you too. Now, me, I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. She threw me in a trash can with a letter for the hospital to me. Oh, well, what can I say? Mommy didn't want me. Oh, well, what am I going to do? Well, get pissed off, and that's what I was. I wanted to prove them all wrong, okay? Those shitty people, those billionaire shitheads. I created my first billion at 21. Wow. 2.6 billion, 26. How am I doing so far? So what did I do? I got to be a Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. So the goal is to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. All right. Now here's chapter 18. Let's focus on this. This is what I focused on because Mrs. Hope had a poker game every Wednesday night. I'm in the corner writing little notes listening to the grown-ups talk. They said a corporation's a legal person. Let's circle that for you right there. And may sue or be sued. Now I'm 7.5 years old. I taught myself how to read at 2.5 years old. Memorized everything. I'm reading between 8 to 10 books a week at the time. Then I went to 15. And I'm just reading as much as I can. I figured the only way to get out of hell is to be the smartest person in the room. That's what I felt. Okay. So I went to the library next to the Torrance Police Department when I was 7.5. Man, what does this mean? She walked away. She was rude too. 5 minutes later, here's a mock of his. Here's the book. I'm looking for a blueprint. It didn't exist. So I created a blueprint. Now remember, there was a problem here. I want you to pay attention. I saw this problem when I was 9.5. I kept going to the library almost every day. Not required to follow a fictitious business name. I knew that was wrong. In 85 and 86, I got to connect the dots. Division process was born. My first corporation was Helping Hand Industries. I got $100,000 of credit in the mail without applying for credit. That's what everybody got. It came in the mail all the time. From there, I got named in the movie Dave. Very simple. From there, I started the Orange County Blind Center. I got sued when I was 12.5 years old because I used the word Braille. It belongs to the Braille Institution. Never bring the pain home. The lie. You lie to yourself every day. And if anybody tells you any different what I'm about to tell you, just tell them they're a liar to their face. Sorry. You see, when Ken Yorba and I wrote a book called File Segregation in 1987, I wanted to lie. I didn't want to lie. Ray, your divisions take 3 to 6 months. Okay, it's all right. Now let's watch. You got someone on social media. You can bankrupt a corporate, go get another one. I believe that's racketeering RICO. That's a RICO Act. It's wire fraud. The intent to steal and rip it off? Oh, well, what can I say? You see, you signed the car. You signed the lease of a building. You signed for the credit card. Damn, so if you bankrupt the corporation, hypothetically, they still come get you anyway. But you're on the officer list on the Secretary of State's website. Your name's right there. It's right there. So when they sue that, you're the only voice it has. You're going to get sued too. Congratulations. So let's understand. You had a chance to have 3 divisions of you. 3. And you blew it. Half of you have shitty credit to this day. It's like, what the hell are you doing? I don't know. Reminds me when I worked with Bill Cosby years ago. I don't know, but the cookie. Before we knew he had some problems. Anyway, here's articles for free in all 50 states. Take a picture and send it to everybody you know. Why would you ever charge anybody for a corporation in the first place? They're free in all 50 states. I found that out when I was 9.5 years old. Damn, $10 at corporation today is $30. You have $30. So what do we do? Now, When you're building a business or corporation to build credit, we're going to use your home address. That's fine, utility bill. But then you need a shared office space. Half the time it doesn't work. They won't use a commercial address at all. In the building, you can't fit in a little box. They won't build credit to it. So if you need some help on an address process, let us know, because the banks want real addresses, by the way. So what happens is we lease out 12 feet at a time. If we lease out 12 feet at a time, it's not shared office space. But I can only do it to people that's in our partnership in the first place. I can only do it for 40 people. So if you want to be one of the 40, take a picture, scan it, call Julia or something. Simple. Now, your corporation is going to need supply and vendor credit. So you're going to want to get done in Bradstreet as well. So take a picture. I want to give you everything you need for your foundation, because I'm going to get you a millionaire status. I'm going to, listen very carefully, I'm Ray Reynolds, and I guarantee if you do what you're told to do, and I carry a $2 million bond too. All right, just like basically the dark web for that LifeLock bullshit. Sorry to say that out loud. They were indicted 6 times, they're crap. All right, Analytical does a better job anyway. But again, that's just my opinion. So we're going to create a list called Goal List, Daily, Weekly, and Project List. I'm going to help make your list and tell you what to do. I don't want you to think. The more you think, you screw it up. All right? One of the yachts, it had a helicopter too. Wow. We took one of the yachts to watch the fireworks. Okay. There I am. July 5th, 2009. I died at 5:41. Kind of sucks. Ruined the whole damn day. Then I got to come back and help you. Wow. Skippity-dippity-doo. Google the address. You'll find out I'm telling you the truth. Wow. So I'm laying there. I can hear all these things. My tax attorney came in and tricked my wife to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They want to take out my heart, take it away. I got a choice to stay in peace or go back, and I said go back because my wife's falling apart. So guess what I got to do? So understand, there's no excuses for any of you. It's called get off your ass. And let's go get it. This man lost his job, poor baby. Wow, wow, wow. That means he has an apartment or house, right? Go drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. Have a garage sale. I had 12 when after my coma. I got cited 3 times in Huntington Beach. But I think he's full of crap. The kids will get the food from the church. He's wearing his jammies. He makes $210 a day by holding that stupid sign looking stupid. He's smiling because he's smiling to the bank. You don't have to have a job. When I was a kid, the hobos needed help. This is not a hobo. This is a lazy SOB. He got to get off his ass, ask him to get a job. Hey, show up here, I'll put his butt to work. Put him on the phone. What are we supposed to do? Let's see. I don't know. I came out of coma in 2011. We're homeless with my wife and kids in the car. What am I going to do? I took my 3 divisions of me and my 5 closet divisions. I built $1 million in credit in 6 damn weeks. I bought my wife her next dream house. Why do people stay down? Why do they ever stay down? Because of the lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge is our stupidity. We're not stupid. We follow stupid all the time. So I had to move 24 times until I'm 11.5 years old. Born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. Raised in Torrance, Watts, Long Beach, and all these good areas. You had to learn to kick it or run. I'd rather die than run. I've been shot 3 times and knife 6 times. I don't have an excuse, but it's always good. That's just my response to everybody. Since I was a little kid, always good. No one steals my peace. And that's how it works. Thank you, Jesus. So what do we do? If you like what you hear today or like me from before, take a picture and write a good review on Google. If you don't like me, leave me a hell of a alone. I got 13 shitheads last year giving me crap. They changed the law so we can sue all these SOBs online talking out there, you know what? I sued them all for $100 million each. 2 are attorneys, they're being disbarred. See, if somebody writes a bad review on you, sue them, not small claims, hell no. Superior Court, kick their ass. I don't like liars. The devil showed up today, hell, I'd help him. It's simple. I'm online 6 days a week. I'm going to help everybody. And you write a bad review on me, are you kidding me? I'm going to knock on your door. The old days I'd spin kick you in the face 3 times, and that's about it, but I can't. It's not illegal anymore, okay. But you know, I'll just put you in a lawsuit. Squeeze you like a bug. And go get the goodies. See, our problem is you. You got your SSN, oh goody. You were told at 14 to 16 to go get it, and you fall like a bunch of sheep. Meh, quack, quack, quack. That's what you did. Did you realize you signed an SS5 form? What's that? It texts to the 1040 tax return, connects to that. Then you look at your Social Security card, it's not even yours. In the back it says do not laminate, do not use for ID purposes, and don't carry with you, and you do it anyway. Why don't you compare it to the SS4 right there? The IRS created both these things for you to play the game to win. So line 1 says legal name of entity or individual person. The IRS created the form for everybody, not just banking and credit purposes, and not just employers. It's a universal form for all of us. SS4, we're allowed 3. SS4. You could have screwed up one at a time and had another one as a backup, but you didn't do that. You screwed up all of you. You became number 1. Congratulations. Isn't that a lonely number? If every one of these has an SS4, that's 9 credit reports. That is $10 million of credit. I wonder if we can use some common sense. We'll sell it in a bottle for $1 million, okay? How about this? Your corporation's going to do what I wanted to, please. What did you do? Here you're at home. You're at the kitchen family. You're in the kitchen. Your friends and family and your wife or spouse or husband's there right with you. Honey, we're going to start a business. We're going to jack up our credit cards. We're going to drop the score. We're going to get stuck. Can't get it anymore. We're going to hawk our house. We're going to bring the pain home to you and me and be stupid. Well, that's what you did. This is the dumbest thing I ever saw people do in their lives. Why would you ever have shitty credit? I had an emergency, Ray. Everybody does. Everybody has oh shit days. You use the wrong damn card. You can max these up to $1 million. Paid retirement limit, 100,000. They don't fluctuate. They don't go up and down. But these do. You did it to yourself. Congratulations. Jump up and kick yourself in the assets. Never bring the pain home. You got it so far? No one told me or stop it. I've been teaching for almost 50 years online or in person. Where the hell have you been? Oh, you listening to one of those ding-dongs I had to sue last year or something? You got 5 ways to kill a debt. Oh, you got an IRS problem? They have a special form for you too. They have a 656, 430 A and B. IRS.gov. See, there's always a way to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. Now, the NACB, the National Association of Credit Bureaus of America, certified only me, is the #1 consultant worldwide. Isn't that fun? See, I'm the guy that came up with the 29% rule. All your dashboards say below 30. When I did this for Yarborough when he was working at TOW in Asperian, 29% is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Let's balance the score. See, your lack of knowledge is your stupidity. You're not stupid. Well, you've been falling stupid a long time. All cards fluctuate, but 2. What 2 should we get, Ray? I think we know now. We maintain 750 score. So, see, here's the problem. I'm going to hire a credit repair company. You goody for you. Most of them get indicted. Doesn't matter who they are, they've been indicted. All right? The credit repair cloud was indicted not only for 3 million, it's probably going to prison. So is Chipmunk Face, all these other people. They don't last long on all the social media because it's against the law. Oh, well, what can I say? Let's play. Well, the reality is there's minor rules and tools. It makes sense. Now, here's Federal Trade Commission. I'm not saying it. This is Federal Trade Commission, federal law. Federal Trade Commission. It is against the law to do credit repair. It's against the law. It's right there. It's right there. They even have the Credit Repair Organization Act. And you got these people, I'm going to repair your credit for you. It's not broken, by the way. Should never use the word repair. But again, how about this? 35 years plus, when I wrote Winning the Credit Game, it's been a free download out there for that years as well. They're all using it, so why don't you get a copy? Give it to everybody you know. Scan it, take a picture, and send it to everybody you know. It has the letters for the creditors and the credit bureaus. Simple. I think it's fun. Next, you should get a copy of Debt Crisis Intervention because it's got a copy of the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act. You need to know facts, don't you? See, instead of hiring people kind of ripping you off, which most of them do, you can run for yourself. Now, Analytical 750. Analytical 750 is good. I like one thing right off the bat. They have all 3 bureaus. Credit Karma might be free, but they've been indicted 6 times in the past. They kind of suck. They have no phone number to help you, and they don't have the experience that you need. Because Chase uses Experian up to 22 months, no interest on a credit card, personal or business. So let analytical play with you a little bit. Take a picture, scan it. They're going to analyze you free the first time. They're going to call you every 46 days and tell you what's next and hold your hand and sing Kumbaya. And they're going to charge you $25 a month. And they're part of the black web as well. Okay? And then their next app is going to be about Dun & Bradstreet, Sparing and Tragedy and Equifax. See, they're going to do business and personal at the same time to help every one of you get the American dream. Is that okay? So what do? First, we have to analyze you. That's today. We analyze you today. Next, we should do a rapid refresh, rapid score. All right, that one they use in mortgage companies. Whose idea was it? Mine, 46 years ago. Harold Stokes and Ken Yarbrough. They wanted to know a couple things, and I gave my opinion. Let's do a rapid score. How about 750? How about we get you big boy cards, big girl cards, 5,000, 10,000 each versus the shitty ones you got today. And we give you a boost, a real boost for $4.99, and we call it rapid refresh. And then they destroy your reports and rebuild them Humpty Dumpty for 9 months for free. The office charges $1,500. If you did it while you're online with me, it's save $500, $9.99. The goal is to get you to never bring the pain home and to get you to be a CFO ready. That's the goal. CFO ready, Chief Financial Officer. Now, we want to obtain your credit reports now. Onboard you to Analytical 750 right away. Is that okay? Then we're going to tell you what to do. Isn't that going to be fun? Every Friday at 1:30 live, I always go through analyzations with everybody. I've analyzed every customer I've ever had personally. Over 50 million people analyzed by me. Everybody can get a 750 score in 90 working days if they do what they're told. Not hard to do. Help me, help you, and help other people. What do? Referrals. Take a picture. Register your referrals there today. Would you like a Zelle, a check, or a store credit? It's simple. You get to do anything you want. It's simple. So the Reynolds University started in 2001. I'm standing in the building right now we currently have. And the goal was a rebuild for everybody. But I like goodies. I want to get you past go because I think you're stuck. How about Lamborghinis? How about Duffys? How about mansions? How about white men do jump? Stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis. Kind of fun stuff. And then from there we got race boats and helicopters and U-Dogs and yachts and some Ferraris too. I call it Ray's Rules. Why not? Would you like to play yet? We get to play and go say, see it, believe it, go get it. That's what I always did for me. All right. Here's classes that are in rotation on Saturday. Okay. Would you like to go to Saturday's class this week? We'll see if you want to go. Last week we were having fun, having a good time too. All right, guess what we get to do? I like that. We did stock kit. This weekend we're going to do real estate, one of my #1 favorite classes. And it's usually always sold out. Would you like to go to it? All you need to know is get your permission and send you an email. So how about the starter package? You have a corp, let me rebuild your corp or give you $25,000 of credit. Let's charge you $2,500 to give you 10 times your money back. Let's analyze you, add history and pop credit. That would be the goal. Let's give you $500 off that too, for the fun of it. $19.99. Okay. There's your Zelle. There's the office phone number. Talk to a specialist right away. 800-254-9506. Now, I told you, take a picture here. If you take a picture right here, all right, and later on you basically go through the scan and put yes, then it gives me permission to send you an email or a text. Is that okay? I'll tell you about the classes this coming weekend as well. But I need your permission. Is that all right? All right. The goal is to repackage it like Humpty Dumpty. All right. Let's understand. Here's the way I always looked at it. If I build the checkbook money, which is, this is $350,000 right here, okay? If I get these at $100,000 each and I get a bunch of these, all right, across the board, and I get about 10 million of that, or I take the stack over here, or any other stack over here, or the other stack over here, what is our goal? Why don't we borrow money and get the American dream? And let's buy the lifetime income. Borrow money is not taxable. Let's get the fourplex, the apartment complex. Let's get the Wendy's. Let's get the Jack in the Box. Let's go get the goodie. Manageable debt is $100,000 of personal, $1 million to the corporation, auto income, and then we want to leverage money. Is that okay? Leverage money to get the honey. All right, now if you need 100,000 of credit today, all right, understand today, all right, you see about 10,000 bucks. The office was offering 8,000, no problem, a couple $1,000 discount. If you did it during the webinar, only during the webinar, it's $5,000. You get a 50% discount if it was during the webinar. Simple. That's how it works. Now, if you want 100,000 of personal and business, we could double the number to make it 10. But again, you get a 10% discount if you use Zelle. So why don't we do this today? Okay? If you want 200,000 of credit, okay, 100,000 you and the corporation, it is $69.99, $7,000, it's a Zelle. Zelle it, take 10% off that. But that's only during the webinar. If you don't do it during the webinar, it's okay. Call the office. They'll just charge you the normal price. There's your Zelle, 800-254-9506. That's how it works. All right, there's that Chapter 18 again. A corporation is a legal person, may sue or be sued, okay? And it says not required. Your corporation, as far as I'm concerned, does 4 things. This is Ray's rules, Ray's law, whatever we want to call it, my way, not yours. And the reality is I want you to do it my way because I think your way sucks, in my opinion. You get to buffer tax. No tax due to you profitable. All corporate credits are write-off interest rate and credit card. The car is fleet price, and it's a free buffet at the hotel. The division is your line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, all right, separate liability, and have some more fun. That's how I built millions and billions of dollars. Over 60 billion of credit so far. Line of defense, all right, corporate umbrella. I get to play the game to win. You keep stealing them from your family, and that's kind of silly and dumb, by the way. What do? Now, I love the fact that I have clients, me trying to help you, and other clients helping you as well. But the BS still is credit repair still is fraud under the Federal Trade Commission. And the ones who keep saying, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, that kind of bothers me. I can name several that have been indicted before for going blah, 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 but what can I say? I just tell you to understand, they're not rich, please understand. Their corporations might be rich, but they're not rich. If they're rich, they got to pay tax. I believe the IRS is going to indict half of them, if not all of them, eventually, because they keep opening their big mouths going, I'm rich, I'm rich. That's the admission of guilt. If I was the IRS, I'd indict every damn one of them just for the fun of it. But again, I think they should shut up, in my opinion. Do you want to be rich? How about a millionaire? You want to be a millionaire? Say no. How about a millionaire corporation? How about we get 9 locations and 9 lines of credit? And that way we have 100,000 a month coming in. Is that okay? If we look at getting a division process, when I set up the dashboard in 87, when I'm training Yarborough, it's pretty simple. If I add a name of a company or a person, and I add history from credit, I establish an Experian, Transfer, and Equifax report. So what happens is very simple today. If you needed divisions, usually about $1,000 each. So let's understand, let's write this down. I do weird things all the time on purpose. So this is good today only during the webinar. You get 3 for $9.99. Oh, goody. That'd be kind of fun. But instead, if it was Zelled today, and I mean now, I'm giving you 9 for $9.99. It's like less than $100 each. Why? We have a problem. The problem is you. You're in the 3rd month in the 3rd quarter. If these things aren't filed right away, you don't get the birth date that you're going to need for next year's line of credit. The filing date of a division or a corporation is the birth date. It needs to be filed now, and I'm talking now. 9 divisions, $9.99. Write it down. All right, 18, 36, or 72. Write it down, you need it. How many would you like based on the project you want to do in the near future? It's going to be up to you. If you Zelle, you save 10%. That is today only. If you want subdivisions, 100 subdivisions, 100 of them, is $4,000. That's only good for 10 minutes if it's down now. I want to put the urgency out there to get off your assets and go get it. There's your Zelle. There's the phone number to the office. We got everybody holding their hands, wanting to hold you and help you every step of the way, and all you got to do is go. But it's up to you. The Buckets of Money, my book. All right, Reynolds University. I like Lamborghinis and Ferraris and goodies, and I like $100 million buildings, by the way. Reach the dream, think to be the impossible. I've helped over 50 million people so far understand millionaire status as divisions and corporations. Being a CFO, multiple credit, is kind of fun. But again, if you like me today, Google a review, please. If you don't like me, please leave me alone. See, not everybody likes me. Not everybody likes you. It's the way it is. Okay, live with it. That's how it works. Being a puppet master. If I was you, you have spent thousands of dollars trying to do everything you can in your life so far. And I think you basically counted on people and they let you down. Me, I'm online 6 days a week. I have no bullshit to give you. My book was called Bullshit Doesn't Pay Your Bills. You're stuck with me. I guarantee you to $100,000 a month if you do what you're told. I'll get you to millionaire status. I got no bullshit to give you besides the truth. But that's just life. That's 1,013 divisions. Okay? I got to 2.6 billion at 26 corporate structure. So you might want to play just a little bit with me. Boring and steady. I told you to take a picture earlier today. Hopefully you did. What do? We take a little piece of a piece of credit I get you, and you invest a little bit to the escrow company, and you got auto income. The minimum is $5,000 a month, and then we go for 10, and we build it again and again per division. We multiply. Because you're going to have a shitty location. You're going to have a shitty tenant. You're going to have no shit day the rest of your life, no matter what you say or do. We're going to get rid of a piece and not lose the other pieces. You're going to be 4A. I'm going to be 4. Simple. We're going to play my way for a while because it works. So if you want to play for 12 months and calls every 3 weeks, we can do that too. It's usually $45,000. Today, those $200,000 in credit is $20,000 if it was paid in full. If you paid in full, you're going to get the 3-day summit video online as well, just as a bonus. If you don't want the bonuses, it's $10,000 today. Okay? You still get the 3-day summit online. If you did this today, I broke it down, so if I never did this before, I didn't want to do this. But my son suggested it, and so did Chris as well. So what do? 3-month summit, okay? No, 3 months with me coaching you. $2,500. Let's get you started. Okay, there's no excuse now. 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. There's only 12 openings anyway. I believe Chris sold one this morning, so there's probably 11 now. It's on a list, and when it's sold out, it's sold out. It's what it is. Again, that's today. If you want the summit, all right, the 3-day event we just did, no problem. We're also going to give you the 18 books and CDs. It's $9.99. If you want the books by themselves, it's $7.99. It's up to you. There's your Zelle. There's a phone number to the office. Specialists waiting for you right away, 800-254-9506. If you need someone to help you coach you, I'll do that for your business, and they'll design a 3, 6, 12 months program for you. But again, having to do with partner with me, I'll just coach your business for you. No problem. The ultimate goal today is look behind the curtain every time. I had so many people put me down as a kid, and I always heard the word no. No doesn't mean no, it means they're stupid, get the hell out of my way. And that's what I did all my life. I believe in God and I believe in me. Look behind the curtain. All right, I got a lot of lousy people in my life as a kid. So we stay safe, we stay strong, we do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. The ultimate goal is going to be up to you. You have an opportunity to change your life. And I change lives every day because it's fun. Is it easy? Hell no. Will you work your tail off? Oh yeah. But then you're stuck with me. I got no excuses besides I'm going to hold your hand and I'm going to guarantee you up to $5,000 to $10,000 a month if you do what you're told in the beginning. Don't worry, you'll be like all my other clients I've been coaching for 40 years. They don't go away because they know I'm not full of it each and every day. So let's do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Let's remember one thing at the end of the day. It's simple. God loves us all.